So why is this referred to as the bull's tail? Each Egyptian god and goddess, every Egyptian deity, usually had a human form, an animal form, and sometimes a mixed form between the human and animal form, such as we see in such gods as Horus, depicted as a human, but sometimes with the head of the hawk. In the case of Anubis, we see his human form with the head of the jackal. And sometimes you see the god purely in the form of the animal, sometimes purely in the form of human, and sometimes in the mixed form. Again, this is interesting because it represents a trinity of forms. So the bull's tail represents a quality which has been inherited from the bull. And if we look now at the Egyptian trinity of Isis, Osiris and Horus, we will understand through the animal forms that the bull was the symbol of the father of Horus, who was known as Osiris. So by showing the bull's tail, which is ordinarily seen coming from the coccyx area of the lower lumbar region of the spine, and dropping down when we see the Egyptian figures in profile, here instead we see it hanging down the front. But the Egyptians were masters of the use of puns, and so, for example, we see the bull's tail hanging down the front, and they would sometimes use auditory puns and sometimes visual puns. So the bull's tail hanging down the front shows that Horus, the son of Osiris, has inherited the tail of the bull, which can be seen as a sexual metaphor and a sexual pun. For the bull's tail, the bull represented Osiris's father, who has the power and fertility of the bull. So in this sense, the Horus child inherits the fertility of the father through the bull's tail. The next thing that we can place our attention upon is the necklace. This necklace is shown over the breast of the pharaoh, and if we look carefully, this necklace is adorned with a series of drops. Now these drops are known as the teardrops of Isis, or the tears of Isis, which once again connect with the myth of Isis, Osiris and Horus. This depicts when Isis wept at the death and dismemberment of her husband Osiris, when he was killed by his evil brother Set and dismembered into many fragments to be cast over the land of Egypt. But more on this later. This golden necklace acted as a type of magical talisman, and usually was understood to have the power of unswathing the corpse. And when I refer here to unswathing the corpse, this shouldn't be thought of too much as what we see in the film The Mummy, where we see the mummy rising from its tomb and literally walking across the room, discarding its bandages as it goes along, but rather more the fact that unswathing of the corpse represented more of the awakening of the energy body and the secret energies hidden within the physical body, which were awakened in the body of the being or the pharaoh while still in life. The corpse itself being a kind of metaphor for the sleeping nature of humans in life, when not awakened to the secret energies within their own bodies. We also see the Aureus serpent coming from the brow of the pharaoh, which designates a concept similar to the concept in Hinduism, where we see the serpent power which has arisen from the base of the spine up the entire back of the upright back, where this energy rises to the point we normally understand to be the third eye, which is the level of the pituitary gland in the center of the human brain. This designates a certain awakening of interior vision, which can be likened to the concept of the eye of providence that we sometimes see over various diagrams over the pyramid. The eye of providence over the pyramid shows that the pharaoh or king has awakened and can see into the past and into the future, because one is at the point of equilibrium between the contending forces within the kingdom and can see the underlying pattern of all things. Therefore, this eye of providence, this interior opening, can only occur when at a point of complete and pure present awareness. For all exterior phenomena will only be an appearance of Maya, and is in this appearance of Maya that all forms and patterns can be seen for what they truly are, and this may be deemed to be objective awareness or awakening, as Buddha would have named it. The Pharaoh, therefore, in the state of objective awareness, collapses time, and as such becomes at one with the verticality of the heavenly energy which connects the heavens and the earth.